Hello, everyone, and welcome again to another Teacher Joseph podcast. Well, today we're going to talk about mummies, not the mother of children, but Egyptian mummies. Yes, that's right, those ancient Egyptian corpses or bodies that we often find in pyramids in Egypt. They are called mummies. In the news this week here in the UK, we've been told that it's politically incorrect to call them mummies. A news report from yesterday has informed us that to call them mummies is, first of all, disrespectful, and secondly, archaic. This is another attempt to politicize and make good things which have been reviewed from our past. So, if we don't call them mummies, what are we supposed to call them? Well, the authorities, and in this case, it's, I believe, a union or association of archaeologists, have told us that we should call them mummified remains of ancient Egyptians. And to call them mummies is no longer acceptable or sustainable in a world of political correctness. This is not the first time things which we refer to have been changed. There's a whole list of them, and I'm not able to repeat any of them here because once they are changed, then generally the old associations disappear very quickly, and some of them even become criminal. Well, to use the word mummy, I'm sure it will never become criminal when we describe ancient Egyptians. But if you consider perhaps a better example of the way in which British men used to refer to British women as babes, or that's my bird, or my chick. These things, of course, now would be completely out of date and would be regarded as sexist or misogynist. Perhaps another example which I can use for the purposes of education is the fact that here in the UK, English people in the past would have referred to Chinese people as chinkies. They would have referred to Latin people with other names as well, and indeed other nationalities and colours by various nicknames. So none of these are acceptable. Some of them are actually criminal, but I can't imagine getting into trouble for using the word mummy. I have no problem with things changing, and indeed, of course, if they're telling us things need to be changed, then they will be. We don't have a central organization for putting words into English and taking words out of English. We simply have the dictionaries, Oxford and Cambridge, who look at how the language is changing. So it's not like there's a university who says, okay, let's take that word out, let's add the new one. It needs the buy-in of the people to actually make this happen. So I'm sure going forward, the word mummy is no longer going to be used. This is just one example of how English changes. So regularly new words come in, old words disappear. English is currently going through a transformation, and many of you will be very happy to hear that it looks like the articles are beginning to disappear as well. Well, that's it from me. I hope you've enjoyed this. I really just wanted to let you know that if you're going to refer to a mummy in the museum, It's now going to be a mummified remain or mummified remains of a corpse. That's it from me. I hope you've enjoyed this. See you. Bye.